Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. I'm Becca and I go by Sketchcat Art here on YouTube as well as on Instagram, and I'm here to share with you some more art supplies that I got with birthday money. My birthday was on October 2nd and I received some money from my parents, and my husband got me a gift card to Michael's, and so I got some new stuff. So I will show you what I got at Michael's. Um, I wanted to dabble. I want to dabble more into acrylics again, and have some playtime with that. And so I got some new acrylics, and I just decided to go with the CMYK color theme so that I can mix the colors that I need. I did get this as an extra, opera rose or opera pink. I got cerulean blue hue, permanent magenta. I don't like the label on the tube because it's really not that dark. I literally had to open it at the store to make sure it was what I wanted in a magenta. And the paint pigment is a lot more pink. I find it's more maroon here on the tube. I got a cadmium yellow medium hue. I opened a couple of the yellow ones to see which one I really wanted, and I decided to go with a Payne's Gray acrylic instead of a black, just to darken my colors as needed. So I got these as a limited supply just so that I could do mixtures the same way that I'm doing with watercolors, even though I do have a lot of watercolor sets with different colors. I have been doing some mixing of colors when I do use watercolors lately. So I got those. So I can't wait to play with those and play around. Actually, when I was leaving and getting ready to pay, I saw this in the aisle where the caches were, and they're just like glue dots. I don't know if you'd really see, like there's like a dot glue there, and these are non-permanent, they're removable, so they're great for just sticking artwork temporarily on the wall until I get like a frame for them, or I put them away somewhere else. I ended up getting some thread just because I want to take out my sewing machine. I got these nice pair of pants that I wore yesterday. We did some birthday celebrations with my in-laws because my little nephew turned 3 at the end of September, as well as my sister-in-law's mother had a birthday at the end of September. Then mine followed right after. So we kind of did a barbecue supper and had some cake and everything yesterday. And so I kind of dressed up for the event. And I was wearing these really nice pants, but then I noticed that they need hemming. So I was like, well, while I'm at Michael's, I'll get some thread and crack open my sewing machine that I haven't used in a very long time to hem my own pants. I got a couple of Tombos, number 89 and number 95. They had this set of grayscale right there on the wall, so I was gauging myself on the back of that kit on which ones I wanted to get. So I got like a cool one and a warmer one, just to, when I'm drawing, if I want to do like some shadow, add some shadows to drawings. Something else that I wanted that was on my list was a Stay Wet palette. This is just the paperwork that comes with the palette that I bought. I haven't used it yet. I only got this because I know you can make your own. I probably I'll use my own papers at some point, but there's a stack of papers that comes with it. There's the sponge on the bottom. Yeah, so like once I run out of these papers, I'll probably just use my own. But it's nice to have because that's something I struggle with like in the past when like painting. I would like paint a lot on papers with the excess paint that I have, and so because just sometimes I mix more paint than I actually need. So this would be great that if I don't want to waste papers, I have this to just close it and I'll use it the next day and I don't have to worry about it drying out. So that's all I got at Michael's. I was hoping to find a jug of glue paste, But unfortunately they didn't have any, so probably I would have to wait until I go down to the other art supply store that I like to shop at. But we're probably not going to go back down that way until the spring unless I do an online order. I've looked at glue paste online on Amazon. I find it a bit pricey on Amazon. There's one brand that's technically cheaper, but it doesn't come with like prime shipping or anything like that. So I'm trying to avoid ordering it like that. So I'll just wait and see. I do have glues that I use for collage and stuff already. I was just kind of like hoping like, oh, well, if Michaels has it, maybe I can just buy a thicker paste glue when I'm doing my collages. But it'll have to wait because I didn't find any. So next on the list of stuff that I got is supplies that I ordered on Amazon, and there was something on my wish list. It is something that the lovely Melissa Martin from Melissa Martin Art on YouTube had received, and I was like, I really need to put those on my wish list because they look divine to play with. And I'm going to show those last, just as a little teaser. I will start with probably the biggest item that I have on that order, and it kind of goes with what I'm talking about. So I ordered this big block. There's only 24 sheets, but it's massive. As you can see, the dimensions, there's 12 by 16 inches of pastel paper. So it's super textured paper. It's a lot flimsier than I thought it was going to be, a lot thinner, but because it's only 75 pounds. So I may not order this again. I was just curious to see like what's pastel paper compared to like a watercolor paper, but this is a lot thinner by the looks of it. So, but I'm still gonna have fun using these papers and making art on them. And the other thing I wanted was a colored paper, I guess, but I didn't want something too big because I'm really running out of room on where to store all of these like new sketchbooks that I'm getting and everything like that. So I came across this one on Amazon, and it's craft paper. It's super thin paper, but it's still going to be fun to play and dabble in here to make some art. So I got that. And something that I had before that I got rid of, I donated it to a young lady that likes to do some art, but I was like just thinking the other day, and I'm like, oh, I should have kept those, and I had a feeling I should have kept them, but I gave them to her anyways, so I just ordered more, and it's soft pastels, so like the chalky kind. Now these say mini. I haven't opened this. Let's see if I can find, oh wait, I might not need a knife. Let's crack into this box together. I probably did not open it right, but let's see. Let's see what we have here. Oh, that's not too bad. I find they're like a really good size, because the ones I had, I'm pretty sure it was this brand, they were like the full sticks, and I had broken them in half anyways, so this works. I want to use this for like my mixed media, like collages and stuff like that. And something that's always bothered me is like these are what I would call a chalk pastel. I don't know if it's a Canadian thing, but I would have always referred to these as a chalk pastel. But you know, they're labeled by the companies as soft pastels, but it's so confusing because you would really think that an oil pastel would be labeled a soft pastel because they're buttery smooth. And with that said, let's do a quick drum roll. I got these. I'm so happy to get these. I really debated if I should get the 100 or just the smaller set, but since I had the money for it, I was like, I'm gonna get the full 100. So this is what Melissa Martin had on her channel. And this is what Melissa Martin had on her channel. She swatched everything, and she did a piece of artwork with it, and they just look so buttery smooth. And she did have another set that she shared with other YouTubers that she sent them out, and which was so kind of her to give away to her viewers. And I was like, oh, I'm putting this on my wish list. And I had the I had it on my wish list so that I could request it from my husband for Christmas, actually. But I got it for my birthday. So I really can't wait to play around with these. I probably will do, I'm not sure if I'll do an actual swatching video, but what I can do is link Melissa's channel on the swatchings that she did on this. And but oh my gosh, I can't wait to play with these. I'm so excited. And y'all will hear my crazy dog chasing the cat down the hallway. I've got new microphones and they work really well and they really pick up on noise. So she's having a ball chasing the cat. So that's all of my extra birthday supplies. The last video I did of supplies that I bought with my own money. It was like my birthday gift to me from me kind of thing. And those were like the luminance pencils that I had gotten and a couple of other things. So yeah, that's more of my supplies. And I think I'm really good for supplies for a really long time. So thanks for being here. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next video.